Hi everyone, I just want to quickly go over a quick pre-week count on the dollar index. So as I'm sure you've all noticed, the DXY has been incredibly bearish lately, and we've seen this strong impulse to the downside. Now the question is this going to turn into a three-wave correction like this, and then bounce, and making a larger flat like this, for then a possible one more down move? Or are we going to see something slightly more bearish and just see a straight five waves down from this high here? I've considered this new count that I've been working with, and I think this is now my preferred one. So you see this, we get this 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, which actually completes the entire structure. The reason this one's slightly different to most counts is because there's actually a pattern like this, an ending diagonal, which actually ends with a truncated fifth, which is quite interesting. I'll go down to the daily chart because maybe you can see it slightly easier. So look, we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from there, because I think this, I'm just going to comment on this move first. This move looks pretty choppy, and it doesn't really look like an impulse to the downside, especially when that's going to start this entire trend. It's difficult to count it as a leading diagonal, but my opinion is that this is actually just a fourth wave correction here, which ended, which then preceded this move up to complete the ending diagonal as a truncated fifth in the ending diagonal. That makes sense because from there we've seen just a bearish pulse to the downside, which then started this 5 waves down. Obviously from there we then had this 3-wave correction. A lot of people tried to count this as 5, including myself. I thought it would maybe bottomed out, as the other wave count would suggest, because it would mean something like a 3, 3, 5 here, and then an up move. But after this, we've come straight back down, and this is still in 3, so that means this could either be B, cycle B here, so this is A and this cycle B, or we could see a larger correction such as this 3, 3, 5, but and cycle B over here somewhere. But I think it's actually gonna just go straight down, because if I go down to like a 1 hour chart, I mean, the current sentiment's just so bearish. I'm having doubts as to whether it's gonna actually make a bounce to the upside. It is still possible; it's still open to do that, but I'm just speculating here. We've had this 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're seeing we saw an impulse here, which started at 1, and then we had 2 up here, and now I think we're gonna end a third wave relatively soon, maybe tomorrow. And we should see a correction for wave 4 here, and then one more low to complete the entire pattern if it's going to be a 3-wave move. If it's going to be more bearish, what's going to happen is that we'll see some kind of 3-wave move, probably a triangle actually overall, and then we'll see a drop.